Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Pretty cool pattern. And if you kind of look at it, this was not formed like this. This was formed like, well, you'll just have to see. And I'm not saying you'll ever draw this, but I'm going to use quite a few tools and quite a few different tools. I'm going to make a square holding down the control button. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. I'm going to control D to make a duplicate, and I'm going to rotate it 45 degrees. Now I'm going to take all this and weld it so it becomes one piece. But I want the outside corners curved, but not the inside corners. So I'm going to take my shape tool. I'm going to select, well, first of all, we'll open up the Docker for corners. And I'm going to select all the nodes. And then while holding down the Shift key, I'm going to deselect the inside ones. So you can see the outside are highlighted. I'm going to curve the outside only. Now I'm going to take a 2-point line and I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. I'm going to control D. So this will be the same length as the line because I'm doing this. Now I'm going to take out the middle. Well, you know what? I'm not. Since these lines are the same length, I'm going to use them for reference. I'm going to hold down the Shift key and select both lines while still holding down the Shift key. Double click on the rectangle tool and you got a rectangle. I'm going to go ahead and delete these. Now I'm going to take my rectangle and turn it into a curve. That way I can add nodes, and I'm going to grab these two nodes and go right here and add nodes. And look at that, it added a node there. Is perfect what I want. I'm going to take the 3-point curve line and I'm going to go from there to there while holding down the control button, and it doesn't have to, it can go past that line, but it'd be better to leave it like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and get rid of my rectangle and I'm going to draw an ellipse and I'm going to put it, this is one of the kind of a crucial point. Grab that right there and have it snap to that end. Hit the plus key, grab the 4-sided cross and have it snap to that end. Now we're going to take this same line and hit the plus key, make a copy of it. And I'm just going to kind of ballpark to make this even. Because those ellipses are to them, it'll stop it from doing that. I'm going to take away that line. And look, I've got a curlicue. I'm going to go ahead and weld that together. I'm going to go ahead and make it black. And I'm going to make this one a little bit thicker. 24 points. And I could actually, let's do that. Let's go, well, first of all, I got a little break right there. We need to fix that. So I'm going to go right here, open up the Docker, join curves, and I'm just going to hit apply and join those curves. I'm going to go ahead and join those two. I didn't do a great job. As long as there's not a crease. Now what we're going to do, we're going to take the F12, and with this selected, hit the F12 key, and I'm going to give it rounded end caps. Well, it ain't going to work on that because of that curve. Don't really have to have that. I'm a little bit off right here. A little bit bugging me. I must have not have been on the mark. That looks a little better, and it really didn't change our object, our item. Now I'm going to go ahead and group that together. I think I welded it, but it doesn't matter. And then I'm going to Control D, alternate C, and have it rotate 90 degrees. Control D, Control D. Now, I really want the lines of this sticking out further. So I'm going to Shift select these 4 objects. Well, I wouldn't hold down the Shift key. So you can see I got 4 objects selected. With the Shift key holding down, I'm going to bring these in, make them a little smaller. Now I'm going to take this item, shift select this and this, weld it together. I'm going to get my, you can go that 24 points, make it in red. And there is our total pattern. See, the lines are going past. Now, the only thing I need to do left is hit F12 on the keyboard and scale with object. Because when I make this thing smaller, I'm going to make it like 6 by 6. If I hadn't have done that, the lines would have really gone thick. Now what's so cool about this, so this is 6 inches and it's sticking past. So I've changed my nudge factor to 6. Group all this together, Control D, and nudge it over. And those lines are overlapping. Control D, and nudge them down. And there's, we didn't even have an octagon shape. Well, we had one here, but now we kind of got one here. So I could have filled that in with something else. This is on the outside. I could have had something on the inside. Let's just do it real quick. I'm going to make a copy of that because I like that. Let's move this out of the way. Pretty important to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Let's ungroup it. And let's make a copy of that. Now I'm going to go ahead and group it back just so I won't move anything. And I'm going to make this quite a bit smaller by holding down the shift key. Then I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page. Let's see what happens when probably the best way to do this. Let's measure, give you another tool, parallel dimension tool. Let's measure some measurements. So 3 inches. Let's make a 3-inch ellipse and hit P. So the lines are actually a little bit thicker, but that ain't really going to matter. But because what I want to do is I'm going to hold down the shift and bring that line in. I'm going to take this, hold down the shift key, and then I'm going to hit T and L. Well, it's not really working. There it went, but maybe I didn't hold down the shift key. So get that, hold down the shift key. That's what is happening. I'm picking up that other. Nope, it doesn't matter. So with that there, if I'll set my nudge factor on something like 0.5, if I nudge over once and down once, that's too far. So let's go 0.25, and I'm going to go up again and over again. Then, because we're in the center of the page, see, it's hard to select that. Control D, alternate C, 90 degrees. This is going to totally change our look. Control G, Control D. Okay, remember I got to change my nudge factor back to 6. Look at that. And it'll even get better. Let me move this over. Let me put one more. And then I'm going to go down. Let's group it together. Let's go ahead and hit P, put it in the center of the page. Let's double click on the rectangle tool, put a rectangle around it. But let's first make this yellow lines. Whoop. Make this box black. go up to Object, Order, back a page, and move it back over. Take away the outline, and look at that. And you made it in no time. And that's a pretty cool pattern. Anyway, I hope that helps somebody someday with all the tools, and thank you for watching.